Did you know that imaginary numbers were once considered downright impossible? Yeah, it's true. Imagine being told that a number can exist that isn't even real. Mind-blowing, right? So what was it that made mathematicians grapple with this concept? Stick around and let's dive into the surprising origin of imaginary numbers. Back in the day, mathematicians were scratching their heads over square roots of negative numbers. Picture this, you're trying to find the square root of -1. You know that 1 squared is 1 and 0 squared is 0. But what about -1? It just doesn't compute. This baffled brilliant minds for centuries. They labeled these roots as fictitious or absurd. Can you imagine the frustration? It was like trying to find a unicorn in your backyard. The confusion caused by this mathematical conundrum sparked debates and skepticism, leaving mathematicians feeling like they were chasing shadows. Now let's fast forward to some key players in this drama. Enter Gerolamo Cardano in the 1500s. He's a rock star mathematician who started dabbling with these pesky square roots. Then comes Rafael Bombelli, who really took it up a notch. Bombelli published a book that laid the groundwork for understanding these imaginary numbers. He introduced rules for manipulating them, treating them with a newfound respect. It's like they found a secret code that unlocked the door to a whole new realm of mathematics. These contributions were groundbreaking, and they started to pave the way for acceptance of these mysterious numbers. Now here's the turning point. By the 18th century, mathematicians like Euler and Gauss began to embrace imaginary numbers. They discovered that these numbers weren't just some abstract concept, they had real-world applications. Imagine that, they started using them in equations, and found that they could provide solutions to problems that were previously deemed unsolvable. It was a breakthrough moment. Suddenly, imaginary numbers transformed from being seen as ridiculous to being celebrated as essential tools in mathematics. It's like they went from the outcasts of the number world to the VIPs. So, to wrap it all up, the journey of imaginary numbers has been a fascinating tale of skepticism turning into acceptance. From being labeled as impossible to becoming integral in fields like engineering and physics, these numbers have shown that they are anything but imaginary. They've opened doors to advanced mathematics and helped us understand the world around us. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about imaginary numbers? Do you find them fascinating or a bit mind-boggling? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you're eager to dive deeper into more mathematical concepts, check out my next video where we unravel another mind-blowing topic in math. Don't miss it. Subscribe now.